after causing the incident between Josh Chero and Sebastian Buemi at the previous race, the stewards decided to take no action against Jean-Eric Vergne. However, Dr. Helmut Marko did. It was decided that Jean-Eric Vergne was to be demoted back to Toro Rosso for one race. That was the question, which of the Toro Rosso drivers was to be promoted, and it was chosen that Daniel Kvyat would get the promotion. However, he has chosen to withhold his one race at Red Bull until the Russian Grand Prix, so he can put on a hopeful good showing for the home crowd. In wet conditions, everyone's finding it difficult, and no more so than Josh Chero completely lost it around the final corner, got on the gravel and somehow just managed to keep the Lotus out with the wall, drawing FP1. Taking a look at the qualifying grid for the Spanish Grand Prix, it was Sebastian Vettel taking pole. Once again, it'll be Nico Rosberg in second, Jenson Button for Williams in third, and Valtteri Bottas lines up fourth in the other Mercedes. Daniel Ricciardo with a much better qualifying, this time to take fifth, ahead of Lewis Hamilton, who could only manage sixth in his Ferrari. Josh Chero will start from seventh, and for the third race in a row, Sergio Perez will start from eighth. Jean-Eric Vergne, under pressure, starts from 9th, with Sebastian Buemi all the way down in 10th, with Grosjean in 11th, Daniel Kvyat in 12th. Nico Hülkenberg managed one place better than last time out, to start from 13th, with Ericsson 14th, Suttil 15th, and Max Verstappen all the way down in 16th. Once again, his two McLarens of Alonso and Massa 17th and 18th, and the two Manners of Stevens and Rossi 19th and 20th. Taking a quick look at the race strategy, and as usual it's going to be another one stop, stopping on lap 7 or 8 for a set of the hard tyres.
We'll be mixing it up at the front today, so I'll have some fun out there and let's hope for a better result than the last race.
Nice out and away we go. We actually get a pretty good start, initial start next to Hamilton, but once again that Ferrari engine just managed to power its way back past us. Now coming to turn 1, doesn't look much action up front. It looks like one of the Mercedes actually managed to take the lead from Sebastian Vettel. Now we've got a bit of argy-bargy from Lewis Hamilton and Daniel Ricciardo further behind, and Sebastian Buemi's managed to already move up into 8th position, and now Hamilton's managed to finally clear the Red Bull of Daniel Ricciardo. Now we're going to try and look to do the same, try and keep with the top pack of the top 5 cars. Now coming up to the start of the second section now, we're going right up behind the gearbox now of Daniel Ricciardo. Trying to look for a good run, because I thought Spain would be one of our weaker tracks, obviously Spain being more of a downforce heavy circuit. I think it's not downforce we're lacking, it's just general traction, so we should be alright. Now gaining quite a bit through this section, managed to keep in with the dirty air, not affecting us as of yet. We see through that sweeping right-hander. Superior downforce on the Red Bull allowed it to pull away slightly. Now trying to keep close through this third section, so we can have a good run down the straight, use the slipstream to our advantage, use the Mercedes power unit to our advantage as well, and try and overtake the Red Bull of Daniel Ricciardo, while trying to defend, of course, from that monstrous BMW Williams and Sebastian Buemi right behind us. We should get a brilliant run there through the final chicane. Now coming on to start-finish straight, Nico Rosberg sets the fastest lap of the Grand Prix, of course, because he's leading the race. Now gaining in the slipstream, gaining massively in the slipstream in fact. It's like one of the Ferraris, Hamilton gaining on the Williams in front as well as Button. Now coming into turn 1 and going side by side with Daniel Ricciardo. Ricciardo tries to keep it back up the inside, but we just have it running outside. We've got the run, got the position. Now we move up into what I think is 6th position. Yeah, up into 6th position now. I'm going to try and keep with the top cars in front, the Ferraris, Button and the two Mercedes out front. That'll be harder thing than you think it is, because the pace advantage isn't that much, but it's consistent. The top cars is consistently a little bit faster than us every lap. Now coming on to lap 4, we haven't actually managed to pull away from Ricciardo, and we've got a probably very impatient Sebastian Buemi stuck behind both of us in this small train of cars. And now coming on to the end of lap 4, Sebastian Vettel's coming into the pits along with what likes to be Jenson Button as well. Along with one of the Mercedes was out as well. Looks like they were doing the 2-stop. It's a very interesting decision where they could feed out the race.
What's this lap? What's this lap?
Okay, all the way on to the end of lap 7 now, start of lap 8. Literally nothing happened in these laps. We're literally just driving around from a pit stop. Now coming in from a pit stop, onto a set of the hard tyres now to go to the end of this race. Taking down one of the Saubers. Thankfully Mark Texton's nowhere near hitting us this time. I'm going to come out behind Daniel Ricciardo and behind one of the Williams as well, which I expect is Sebastian Buemi. So I've got to charge after them and try and retake those positions as quickly as possible. Otherwise they've just got an undercut on us.
Ricardo and Buemi still have to stop, so don't push your tyres too hard as we don't want to change strategy.
Okay, so it seems like Buemi and Ricciardo are also doing a two-stop. So we just got to drive around our pace, keep a consistent pace, and try and defend now from Sebastian Vettel. We move to the inside, and Vettel just plays the easiest overtake of the race. Just drive around the outside of us. We can try back up the inside. Vettel does well just to leave us just enough for him to get off from winging. There's actually no contact between us. Try and keep it around the outside, but no. Vettel has just got the position, got the racing line, and we run out wide in the dirty air. No idea where we're going, probably going to Narnia, it looks like we're going. Yeah, I've got to try and play some consistent lap times now to try and keep ahead. And Valtteri Bottas, if he catches us, then we have to let him through as well. Even though he's only for 5th position. Now looking further back is our teammate, Romain Grosjean, of course. Now we're going to go 3 wide with the Force India and Jenson Button, is that? It's one of the Williams anyway. Now coming into turn 1. Got Grosjean looking to hold it round the outside. Now up the inside of the Williams. Now going through this long sweeping left-hander. No, it's right-hander, I don't know my directions. Anyway, the Williams took the position, and Grosjean, well, he has actually lost the position, he's just stayed net where he is. Now we've got Valtteri Bottas all of the backers now on midway through lap 15. Bottas actually on the softer tyres, the medium tyres. It's a fairly easy taking us. We're losing it completely now. Wasn't expecting Bottas there to make a move. I wasn't even letting him through there. He just chose to take the overtake himself. Now cutting on to the end of the race, Nico Rosberg takes his first win and Mercedes' first win of the season. And for us it's going to be a pretty uneventful race, but a solid P5 finish ahead of Jenson Button once again.
It's not the most action-packed race, but that's still a great finish, Josh.
Taking a look now at the race results, Nico Rosberg would indeed take his first and Mercedes' first race win of the 2015 season. 10.5 seconds clear of Lewis Hamilton in second, and Sebastian Vettel, the leader of the two-stop drivers, finishing in third, with Valtteri Bottas in the other Mercedes finishing fourth. We come home in a pretty lonely 5th position, beating Jenson Button once again, and except for Bahrain, where we've had a legitimate finish, we've beaten Button every time so far this season. Grosjean finally scores his first points of the season, coming home in 7th, with Hulkenberg in 8th, Jean-Eric Vergne the lead Red Bull in 9th. Max Verstappen, who is not a Force India driver, finishes in 10th position. Daniel Ricciardo finishes in 11th. Sebastian Buemi all the way down in 12th. Alonso and McLaren just missing out on points once again in 13th, with Ericsson 14th. Now moving on to the driver standings, Lewis Hamilton maintains the lead of the Drivers' Championship and is now 11 points clear. Sorry, 9 points clear of Sebastian Vettel in second. Rosberg now moves back up to third, but joint on points with Valtteri Bottas. Button now moves up into 5th, 4 points clear of his teammate Sebastian Buemi. Jean-Eric Vergne remains in 7th, but only 1 point clear of us now. We're in 8th, with Daniel Ricciardo dropping down to 9th on 25 points. Danica Kvyat rounding off the top 10 on 17 points, with Hulkenberg in 11th on 15 points, and Fernando Alonso in 12th on 13 points. Now for the first time this season, there isn't a Sauber of either Marcus Ericsson or Adrian Sutil in 12th position. Once again, looks like the Ferraris slowly starting to lose their dominant grip on the championship so far. It's only one good race Mercedes have had. Now moving on to constructor standings. Ferrari now have a 15-point lead over Mercedes, and Mercedes are now 36 points clear of Williams in third, with Red Bull now 20 points clear of Lotus in fourth, and Lotus finally move ahead of Toro Rosso by 5 points. McLaren are in 7th on 19 points, joint with Force India, also on 19 points. Sauber now dropped down to 9th on 18 points, and Manor are still yet to score. So if you enjoyed this rather uneventful race, don't forget to leave a like down below. Thanks for watching. I'll see you all next time. And obviously at this point I've recorded the whole season, got every race done, and this was legitimately the least exciting race.